Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Prominence 2 Modded Minecraft, where I'm sitting on my tractor overlooking my farm animals because we're gonna be harvesting them today. I've already kind of sort of harvested them. There was actually way more than this because I had feeders in here to get their population up, and yeah, they just took off. Of course, the chickens, there's a lot less because, you know, they like to group up like this, and they're just sitting in these hay bales. So I also get like a cajillion eggs anytime I have my ring on, so yeah, the ring's staying off when I'm down here. But the plan for today, like I said, is to harvest them. I'm gonna go behind this wall for the cows and the sheep, and then the pigs and the chickens are gonna go behind this wall because the cows and the sheep are gonna be very easy to harvest, whereas the pigs and the chickens, well, the pigs are actually the problem. The chickens, not so much. The chickens are a small little farm that it works in vanilla Minecraft very easy, very efficiently. The pigs, they're the problem, because if you look, these guys' hitbox is so small, like it's just barely bigger than the chicken, so what we do for the chicken won't work. But what we do for the cows and the sheep, which they have similar hitboxes, won't work either. So the pigs get their own special harvesting chamber. These guys will be mixed into the same one, 'cause thankfully they have the exact same like requirements. But yes, what is that up top there? There's a chicken on my roof, and he laid an egg. How did you get up there? Either way, also of note, as you can see, my F5 button's a little bit different now, and that is because we have updated to one of the most recent versions of this mod pack, and with it come upgrades. And there's another chicken out. Yeah, get back in there. Yeah, go back in there. With it come upgrades as well as a few bugs. One of those bugs being a visual glitch with contraptions. Don't know if I can set it off real quick or not, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. One of those little bugs is that any of the contraptions from Create can... Oh, you kind of saw it just then. They have a visual glitch where they just kind of hover in your peripherals for a moment. It's very weird, but it is not that big of an issue, and I think there's even a patch out now. I just haven't updated the server to it. Oh, see? Oh, you can see it, right? Oh, and it's gone. Yeah. Like I said, not that big of a deal. Not going to worry about it. But we are going to get started on creating our little chamber. So let's do that. Alrighty, so I went ahead and cleared out some space. I really don't think I like this F5 mode, but yes, I went ahead and cleared out some space back here. So I've got some room for what I'm gonna try to do. Oh, hello there, Firefly. And you can hear the cows are just on the other side. You can also see it in my mini-map. Why is there a villager? There's a villager here? There's a villager somewhere around here. You can hear him too. But I've also done the other on that side where there's a platform for us to build upon, and I got some resources that we're gonna have. We're gonna be using quite a bit of glass and iron blocks as our actual construction material. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise up our killing platform first, because that's going to be the end bit. The starting bit's going to be up top, probably actually up here somewhere. But the killing chamber is actually something very, very easy. It is simply going to be... Oh, nope, not there. This, and this. And then whoop. We're gonna have glass all the way around so they can't get out. Shut up, phone. And then, oh, I don't have my pick. Go. And doot. Now we're gonna have this, a mob filter block. We have some down at the villager trading farm set for players and not for what are they called? Villagers? Yeah. So this way they won't go through. The only thing that'll go through here is child mobs. So this way a baby cow will go through here, but an adult cow will not. So like, see, I obviously can't go through because I'm a too tall mob, and it's the same for cows. The regular adult cows are just over a block tall, so they won't be able to go through the child block. But because they can grow, because they can grow up inside that filter, I had to put a piece of glass here so that they don't. So now they just kind of do a circle, and whenever they're an adult, they'll stop right here, and that's why we'll have this guy. Except he will be set to... There's my wrench. He will be set to attack. He'll be sitting here holding a weapon. Not this sword, but you see he'll have a sword. And then when it's given power, it'll sit here and attack through a block, like this class. It'll attack through it and hit anything that is too tall, including the cows. So that way, we have our killing mechanism all done and dusted. Now, all we have to do is hook it up to power and it'll start moving. And we need a way to get the items other than the sword that it's going to have out. We'll also have to have a way to automatically refresh whatever weapon it has, because weapons do still take durability damage when they're in deployers, so we'll just end up giving this like a stone or iron sword. So we'll have to automate the creation of those with our system, which won't be too hard. But we got to get mobs in here, so that's where the easy stuff is kind of done. Like, it's not going to be too hard to get the mobs down in here. It's just a little annoying because this is where the breeding pods come in. So we're gonna have those guys come in, say they can make a 3-block drop before they take damage, and we really don't want the babies taking damage until they're right there. So we are gonna want them coming in probably right here. So doot. And then we'll have the sheep come in right next to it. So I won't put these vector plates down just yet, but we're going to have little chamber ways for them to come in. And then I guess we can block these off like this. That's not that, that like that. This way they can only go in, and they'll just fall straight down in. The might want to put a vector plate actually down here as well, so that they automatically just start into the loop. It won't do anything to the too tall mobs. It'll just, you know, keep pushing them into that corner. Boop, boop, boop. And then over top, that's that. And then we will have 2 more of these. We will have the mob filters for the child variants. And this is actually where our mobs are going to be standing. our breeder animals, I should say. This is where they will be standing. And we are going to have, I believe I need the thing right here. I think this is where I need to have the animal feeding troughs. Actually, I should probably put this on the back side. This way it makes it a little bit easier to access. There we go. And then we do need to encase them entirely in glass. Well, I say glass, but we need to encase them entirely in blocks. This way there can't be any escapage. There we go. And then we'll have one chute with the cows, one chute with the sheep. And then we just need to bring a cable in to feed these guys with wheat, and that'll do it. We also need to bring in the sheep, but that's again something to do in a minute. But we do have to do this. The extreme vector plates should be good enough for 4 blocks. I believe it's good enough for 4 blocks. Doop-a-doop. Right, and there. Now, this is the quote-unquote system kind of ready to go, except we're going to have a secondary system. That's why I want the cows right here. Oh, almost forgot those blocks. We want the cows right here because, as you can see, I have another deployer on me. And what we're going to do is we're going to be having a milking system as well. The cows are going to have... nope, wrong thing. I have a few buckets on me. So we're going to give this guy some buckets. It's going to pick up some milk from the cows, and then we'll retrieve that milk bucket via... Actually, do I have any? I do have andesite funnels. I need brass funnels. Dang it. I'm going to need brass funnels to filter it so that it only takes out the milk buckets. And then that, and then this is where I need this one. Gonna need one of those. And wrench. Pull this guy. Nope. Nope. Come here. Quit being weird. Oop. Okay. There we go. Now this is where we'll have the milk buckets come out, and then we'll have them filter back in to here. Should probably grab a hopper. And putting them back in here is as simple as putting a little water elevator that just runs back over top. That's really simple. I can show you that here in a second. But then these guys, let's actually do this. This guy is going to run down this way. We're gonna have some milk storage. That's a good question now that I'm thinking about it. Probably gonna replace these hay bales right here with the actual milk storage. So let me kind of get that situated real quick. Alrighty, so the tank is installed. I even brought the piping into it, and I made a decision to actually move the stuff over. I had it all piped up over here. This is why there's iron blocks right there. And I had to bring it around and into there, but then I was like, okay, I need to get power, and power was kind of annoying to kind of bring over here. So I just decided, you know what, it's going to be easy if I just move it over here. So now I've got this hooked up. Ooh, bit of a speedy. Sometimes that speedy boost in small places is very annoying. Careful not to fall in there. Skeleton dying. Oh, I also found our friend over here. I think it was like Zarkon or something. What was your name? Kenton. I don't know why he's there. He has to have fallen from like up there or something. I don't know how he got there, but he's there. He's chilling. He's hanging out. But if you look, we've got the deployer back in its spot. It's going to be clicking the buckets onto what now will be the cows on this side, and the sheep will be on this side. Oh, I forgot to put in the brass funnel. Oh, I also almost forgot this, but there we go. This brass funnel will pull out the buckets of milk. They'll drain into here, and because I got a pump right here, it'll just suck it up immediately into there. And then what we will have is some fence gates right where I'm standing, and then some water right here for a water elevator. That'll then recycle all the buckets. But I need to grab a milk bucket real quick. And some fence gates. Do I have any in the storage? I know I don't have any on me. Oh, I never checked that. I have a work chest down there filled with iron that I was using. Let's see, fence. Ooh, I do have fence gates, cool. Okay. Oh, this actually reminds me. I saw this and was like, wait a minute, I did something already. What was it? This. Now, this has been an issue. This tree farm's working fine. I even added a heater whenever I want it to work when I'm not here. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Just a little bit of family interruption. But as I was saying, this guy's working just fine. Heater's up there for when it's not summer or spring, so that the tree farm still runs. But this rubber sapling has been giving me so much trouble. I think I understand what the problem is, because this rubber sapling at one point grew into a tree, but it's also completely unobstructed all around it. Whereas this guy has multiple things around it. I'm pretty sure that this guy is following the old oak rules, where if there's any blocks other than another tree within 5 blocks of it, it has trouble growing. But hi there. But in the case of rubber saplings, it just won't grow if there's anything that's not a tree within 5 blocks of it. So you got 1, 2, oh hey, here's the thing already. Within 2 blocks. I don't know if this technically counts as an item because it's a contraption. Because this is set to break when broken. Like all this right here. All of this little bit right here. Technically isn't there, and technically is at the same time. Because it's attached to that. But yeah, so just this distance away is causing an issue, and I had it set up earlier to where it would just go on a timer, and that still wasn't getting me any at all. So I've got a smart observer hooked up to notice whenever this sapling turns into a tree by way of the log, and then it'll activate this guy right here, which has a gear shift underneath it, which then just changes this rotation, which I had to reverse the rotation because, yeah. But then this deployer over here is new. It's brand new. What I've done is I've hooked it up to power right here, and I had it feeding bone meal into from this barrel. That way, you know, it'll actually sit here and grow the tree. And I had this barrel almost completely full of bone meal, and we got quite a bit of logs. So much so that I don't need to run this for a little while, so it's just gonna stay like that. But if you're ever going to want to do a rubber tree farm, my honest opinion, do this. Don't do what I did over here. Do this. Because it'll just save you so much time and hassle. Also, I realized my iron chest right here was causing problems for our bone meal over here. Like, this would get full, and then these hoppers would back up, and then there'd be items up in here that just were causing FPS issues. So I added in an overflow, a threshold switch, which is basically just noticing the stock hold of that, and then just saying, oh, hey, you need to delete some. So that's all that's doing. But let's get back down here to the actual task at hand. Ouch. So now we can put in our fence gates. Already got them on my hotbar. I'll put it right there, and then right there. Open them up so that way the buckets can just run on through. But I also need to do that. Do that. I said that. Okay, you guys are being annoying. It said that. So now this should. I think. No, I think that way's the correct way. Now, if we just preload the system a little bit. Ooh, I'm okay. That sprinting alongside the my little jump sprint thing has been the almost death of me several times. Ouch. Yeah, preload the system. Give it a few buckets. All right, good to go. It's got buckets. It's not shooting them out, which is good news. But again, we gotta do this and this, put those back in, and now we can set our water up. Oop, and I'm stuck. It's okay, because I can hopefully enter swim mode. No, I cannot. Okay, I need to get out of here, please. Before my aqua affinity runs out. Oh no, I won't run out of aqua affinity because bubble column. Right. Okay. That took forever. Boop. Okay. There we go. So now, anytime we get a milk bucket, this guy will send the milk bucket into there. It'll drain the milk out. The milk will go over to the tank. And then the buckets themselves will just go back up this water column into the hopper, back into the dispenser. Which we can actually test, or not test, but we can pre-fill this a little bit more. There we go. That way we just have a continuous strain of it. But I think now, other than the killing system, which is right here, which actually we can hook up really easy. Just need one of you. You're facing the wrong way. Sir, I need you to face a different direction. There we go. Nope. Okay, that's right. And give me my wrench back. And now, we've got a punching machine. Right now it is set to punch, but we need to give it a sword so that it'll actually kill the cows and sheep faster. But now the biggest test of what to do is to get some cows in here and some sheep in there, fill up the feeders from behind, these guys, fill them up with wheat, and we'll be all good to go. So let me go get some cows and sheep put in, and then I'll bring you back in. So I'm sitting here bringing over the cows, and it turned to nighttime. And our villager friend has turned into a werewolf. That's probably why he's been right here, is because he didn't spawn in naturally with the villagers. He spawned in as a werewolf. What do you, Scooby-Doo? That was a Scooby-Doo sound. Like, let's sleep through the night and see if he actually turns back to a villager. He does. Oh my god, that's actually really cool and very scary. Just think about that. In any random village, you think all your villagers will be fine, but one of them, Kenton over here, could be a freaking werewolf. That's cool. Anyway, let me get back to putting our animals in here. All our sheeps and cows are in play. I just took them from our stock over here, which has actually dwindled the herd of sheep more than it has the cows. So I either might like restock some of the sheep over here, like just breed them up a little bit. But the cows, I'm thinking of thinning out a little bit more. Haven't done the pigs or chickens yet because those are two entirely separate systems. But if we look, everything should be ready. The killing machine is just very primitive, but the milk machine technically works. I just have it set to the wrong output. There we go. See, there it goes. Now, as long as we block that in, we should see that yep, they do exactly what they want, what I want them to do. And we should see some milk, yep, going in. We've already got 6 buckets, about to have 7. Yeah, oh, about to have 8. Oh, 9? Okay, cool. So yeah, that's working. Now all we gotta do is feed these guys a little bit of wheat. Now, and that's easy enough. It's literally just upward. That's the visual glitch I was talking about. It happens quite a lot on the elevators. I'll just go up here, grab a little bit of wheat. I can't go out through here anymore. Can I just... Yeah, I can. Boop, boop. Wee splat. Now we just throw some wheat in there, and they start breeding away. And same for the sheepies. And you look, yep, there we go. Oh, this one looks like it's gonna need another vector plate because they are trying to fight it. But as you can see, they are... Did you just hit somebody? He probably fell. That's probably all that was. He probably fell into the line. But yeah, it looks like I need another vector plate for these guys. So let me do this real quick so they can't get out. And then vector plate. Bye, guys. And that firefly is just, you're just stuck in there forever, sir. That's actually probably why the sheep got stuck, because of that firefly. But now they're just gonna spin in a circle over and over again, and it looks like some of them are fighting still. So, you know what? Another vector plate, you go. I didn't want a vector plate, I wanted glass. There we go. Alright, so now anytime the cows grow up, cows or sheep grow up, they'll get punched by this guy, and then the items will actually fill up in the deployer, and we can just take those out using a filtered funnel. But the reason why I have them going around in a circle like this, causing so much noise, which let's probably get away from that because it is very loud. The reason they're going around and around like that is because if I just put them in one static location, then they'll start to entity cram. So I needed a way for them to, you know, actually keep going, like stay out of the entity cramming thing. So by giving them this amount of space, they'll never entity cram. But I also needed a way to keep the big guys out of the loop. Hence why I put that mob filter there and a block above it, so that way the adults get stuck and the babies can just go around and around, avoiding the mob cramming. Looks like we got a sheep stuck in there. Oh, well, okay, he frees himself every now and again. That's fine. But now, ooh, that was Speedy Gonzalez right there. Hey, Kenton, you gonna turn into a werewolf again? Or is it not a moon? Or is it not fully nighttime? Oh no, it's fully nighttime. The sun's coming up. But as you can see, 20 wheat from there has been taken, 20 wheat from there has been taken. So these guys will just keep making babies as long as they need to, or as long as those troughs are full. They'll just keep making more and more. And this is all done. So I can take down my jumping blocks, and we're all good. The system is now self-contained, and we can do that. Now, so long as we don't ever come over here, we won't ever hear them. But we do need to put in a way to pick up our drops, and we will probably store those drops No, I don't want to store them right there. I'll probably send them up because we can send them up. Actually, we can probably bring them up like right here and then send them over to here and store them in the farming item vault as well. Because we do have, you can see there's this hole right here, but we can move this hole over a little bit. Yeah, we can bring up the items and then send them straight into the item vault. And there's still a lot of space left. Probably because this farm has been acting very, very slowly. Like, despite having the glass and the heaters underneath them going, they're weird. They're being very weird. But we do have enough wheat to keep the farms going, and we have enough carrots to have the pigs farms going. But that really looks like that's going to be about it for this episode. Next time, we'll finish off the other side for the pigs and chickens. And honestly, those will be easy. Or at least the chickens will be easy. I think I'll knock those out in between episodes. The chicken farms, and then the pigs, I'll bring it back in because those require a bit more ingenuity. So, thank you all for watching. I've been Dorkman191, and this has been Prominence 2, Modded Minecraft. Bye, y'all.